Hello, and welcome to their Dokkan battle video. So this video, I'm just going to be talking about a lot of things that got announced during the Dokkan Now, and this is really important, right? The Dokkan Now is a very special time for everybody when it's about these massive celebrations that both Global and JP are celebrating at the exact same time. Everyone's excited, and they announced some very, very interesting things. I'm going to go over the basic stuff first, and then we're going to get into the saucy thing. So, there's a couple things. One, again, of course, they announced the new characters, blah, blah, blah. Things we didn't know that we now know is now it's confirmed that Mai and Gowasu and Zamasu are going to be Easy Yang. So, that's amazing, right? We had all the information about the new characters. It's really, really cool. We have new summon animations. It's really, really nice. Again, we have this free-to-play Trunks who's going to be Easy Yang. He's super old, or not Easy Yang, but he's going to be Awakening finally. He's really, really old, and now he's finally going to be Awakening. Here are the banners and what they look like, right? They're going to be really good. I have no doubt in my mind these banners are probably the best banners of all time, except for maybe like the banner characters who are a little lackluster. But everybody else is going to be really, really cracked, and it's going to be amazing. You can already tell that there's 5 LRs on here based on what it says, so really, really cool. Global has tickets for this, so whenever you summon, you're gonna get more tickets, you can do more summons, and blah 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 blah. Cool, right? Another thing they showed, besides the summon animations, Global and JP are going to sync their release schedules permanently. This is crazy. Why is this crazy? It's because Global has been roughly 6 months behind consistently. It causes a lot of problems with Global because Global Twitter ends up being really, really low and like really, really behind, and like the Global Twitter account ends up just fumbling constantly, and whenever things are like global firsts happen, Global ends up making mistakes and all this other stuff happens because it just hasn't been tested already on JP. That's not going to happen anymore because it's all going to be one schedule. They're not going to have to worry about these random things that don't make sense on Global. Like, for instance, why do worldwide characters take almost a full year to come back for the first time? It's not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen. Now, I have a prediction. I think worldwide might be moved forward a month because Global's anniversary is the month before worldwide happens. I see no reason, if we're going to be celebrating the anniversary of JP at the same time, that we wouldn't celebrate Global's anniversary. Now, do I think worldwide is going to become the global anniversary celebration instead of the worldwide download celebration? I 100% think so, because it's the worldwide cooperation celebration. That's what it is, right? I personally think that they are going to sync up the games and then push worldwide into the time slot that Global would typically be celebrating their anniversary. That makes the most sense for me personally as like a person, because what else are they going to do there? They've already celebrated the anniversary with JP when JP had their anniversary. They're not going to release the anniversary characters again, right? They already did it. It has to be worldwide and the anniversary time slot, which is crazy to me because that might mean that it's just going to what is going to happen is, right, on JP. Okay, so I can pull this up really. Let's see here. This is the JP August timeline, and let's go in July because at the end of July was Super Trunks, right? If we look at the global timeline, this was their June. They had Super Boo that just came out, and then in May, they had Bulma and then Super 17. I don't know why. Is this updated? Because we're in August and it does not have August yet for global, right? Because I'm trying to find the global anniversary and for some reason I cannot find it. It should be in this August time slot. It's like early August. Like if I look at this 6 year, why does it only go to June? Oh, because is it wait, what? Weird. I guess they're gonna count it as 8 year. I don't understand. Again, this is why the thing is weird, right? So we're gonna look at this just so that you can understand what I'm talking about. In July is typically when Global celebrates its anniversary, And throughout the entirety of July and into August, they are celebrating their part 1 and part 2 of the anniversary, and it ends roughly around August 8th. On JP, that's when we're celebrating Tanabata. So I don't really know what they're gonna do with Tanabata. Maybe they're gonna swap the timings, right? Because unless they're gonna celebrate Tanabata, like, because the Tanabata is the thank you celebration, right? They could technically celebrate that at the same time on Global and JP. That way, like, or Jolbal as I might call it now, and sync it up. I don't really know per se, but that makes sense maybe. But I also think if they want to still have that like dual Dokkan Fest, and because like it's the release of the global game, right? I feel like they want to do the dual Dokkan Fest, right? That's where they make a lot of money. So I feel like it makes a lot of sense to hold the worldwide campaign during Global's anniversary, and instead of it being worldwide collaboration campaign, as you can see it on there, or celebration campaign, whatever, they call it the Global Anniversary campaign, and then have the original anniversary planned, like the 9th anniversary, have that just be the JP anniversary, and then have worldwide be the new global anniversary. That makes sense to me. And then they can shift Tanabata back a month on both versions, have us celebrate that late August instead of late July, and then have, I guess, maybe like the in-between Dokkan Fest, right? Still have that in-between Dokkan Fest there, and it would work. I think probably perfectly fine. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't, right? That makes sense to me personally. But another thing that we need to talk about, right, is the banners that JP needs to send over to Global before we can catch up. Either one of two things is going to happen. Either Global is going to get every single banner in a very rapid succession that they haven't had yet, or JP is going to stop doing banners for like 4 months, which I doubt is going to happen. So my guess is that they're going to have very fast returns to Dokkan Fests. So as we've already seen, right, Yamcha and Bardock both returned on the Turles banner, which was very weird. Very, very weird, right? Like, if we take a look at the Turles banner, I don't know if it's going to actually bring it up, but Turles' banner, again, it had both Yamcha and Bardock on it. Never happened before, where both of the first time that a character has come back, or like, it's been like 2 characters that have been back for the first time in the same banner. That's literally never happened. So I think that's a sign that they were trying to catch up and shorten the distance, because now the next character to come back on JP, when the Bozo came out, where's the Bozo? End of July. When this Bozo came out, Super Trunks was Super 17. That means next up is Kale, and after that, Turles, and after that, Trunks. There's not many characters in between there. So my assumption is that Global, in between now and I guess until the 9th anniversary, they're going to be spitting out banners until they can catch up. Granted, if you take a look at what they say here, you'll be able to play the same campaigns and events at the same time. More details will be announced at a later date, which means they haven't started yet, and they haven't told us when exactly we're going to be completely unified. So there's a lot of things that are really up in the air. How long are they going to wait? Are they going to try to get it before the end of the year? So for 9th anniversary? Maybe. Because you got to remember, January for JP is pretty dry. So they might just release like a filler banner in JP and have multiple banners going on at the same time over on Global in order to catch them up. Because if you remember, the reason why like January and like early February are kind of dry is because we're coming right off of the New Year celebration, which tends to be a dual Dokkan Fest, into the anniversary dual Dokkan Fest. So they tend to have a lot of downtime. And last year, we had the anniversary, or not anniversary, but the New Year banner be celebrated on both versions. We had Worldwide, which is on both versions. We have now Golden Week on both versions. So we just need the in-between months and the anniversaries to get synced up. And I feel like they really don't have a whole lot of options left, because remember, the most recent thing besides the anniversary that Global has gotten has been Super Boo. So they just need to do Turles, the Turles movie Goku, right? The Tanabata characters, being Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Trunks. They're the only ones left. It's only 4 months that they need to do, and just compress it. This is unheard of for like a lot of these gacha games. Like, they do it every now and then, but usually only when there's like a global release or when the JP version is slowing down. But we already know that the JP version of Dokkan is not slowing down at all. So this is like, the implication of this is massive. Now, I have a theory. I think either both versions are going to start getting the same treatment, being the tickets and like this unique stuff that Global can buy from like the Pilaf Trove. I think that might come to JP, or they might take it away from Global. I don't know what they're going to do. I hope it's not taking away the tickets from Global, because you also remember Global also gets discounts on like Dokkan Fest banners when they first drop. They have that 35, 45, 50 where they give you a guaranteed featured character. That's not on JP. We also don't have tickets when you summon and on like these super hype, mega hype banners, right? I hope they don't take it away from Global. I just hope that they bring it to JP. And you also got to remember the Pilaf Trove tickets where you buy the pack and it gives you guaranteed summons and it gives you featured characters. That's insane on Global. I hope that they bring all of that over to JP so that there's still a reason to play the JP version of the game. Because if they're synced up and on the same timeline, there's literally no reason for you to play the JP version of the Global version when you can speak whatever language you want on the Global version. It's perfectly fine. So they need to have some way to incentivize people to stay on the JP version. So I think they might either get rid of the free tickets and discounts on Global, or they're going to bring them to JP and give like different rewards to different people. And I don't know. I feel like either way, people are going to be screaming that it's unfair. So we shall see what happens. I'm just more interested to find out how exactly they're going to sync them up, what the plan is going forward. Will we be celebrating the 9th and 10th anniversaries together? If so, that's going to be insanely hype. Will anniversary be moved into the worldwide time slot? Like, is it like, are we going to be celebrating global anniversary on the JP side as well? Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm excited. This is really interesting. Let me know how you guys feel about it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.